up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Seahawks and the Rams coming up next.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now Stafford. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Stafford here. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's second and 3. Stafford. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951. And he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And his throw here's incomplete. The Seahawks at 8-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well.
And he's into the clear. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Royce Freeman, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams have regained the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down. Here's Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. But now it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Here's Levis. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The former USC Trojan, familiar with this place, Leonard Williams, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under pressure, and they got to him again. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Here's Ethan Evans now. And taken right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Virgil, 38 yards. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll get this up past the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, it's Stafford. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be a third and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Levis to throw off play action. This is Fant on the short completion. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. But they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Levis's throw into the hands of Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Play action now. Levis. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things.
There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run, 61 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Levis steps away to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. Second quarter down to the scoreboard, and you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. Now Stafford. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Levis now off of play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 32 on the play. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. So we've reached halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's back to an 8-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, Levis. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And his pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Levis to throw off play action. And this will be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With that last completion, CD is now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. And that is caught, and he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The football going back to the Rams now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he returns this to the 22. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. And Levis going back to the air. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And he's got Smith and Jigba. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Levis from the gun. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
53, ready.
Here's Stafford. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Up the middle, Freeman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keon White with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Royce Freeman his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Levis. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. Stafford now to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. To the air again, Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Levis. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Stafford now on second down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba, 26 yards. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Fighting his way through contact. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business.